यन्मायावशवर्ति विश्वमखिलम् ब्रह्मादिदेवासुरा यत्सत्त्वादमृषैव भाति सकलम् रज्जौ यथा हेर्भ्रमः यत्पादप्लवमेकमेव हि भवाम्बोधे स्थितिर्षावताम् वन्देऽहं तमशेषकारणपरम् रामाख्यमीशं हरिम्। श्रीराम जय जय राम ॐ 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 जय राम जय राम। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। 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 Bharatji is now convinced of Bhagwan Rama's decision. He asks for a teaching holding on to which he can live his life, take care of Ayodhya for 14 years. Bhagwan gave a very profound teaching just in one Doha. 315th Doha it was. Mukhya mukhaso chahiye, khan pan kahu ek. Leader should be like the mouth. To eat different things, it is just one mouth. Palya poshya sakala anga, tulasi sahita viveka. Having eaten several things, it should not keep anything with it. It should distribute it to every part of the body along with viveka. How much to eat and how much to distribute. Without any personal likes and dislikes, according to the need, it will allocate resources. Goswami says that is the main duty of a king. He should be the front face of different things which are coming their way, but he should have the viveka, the discernment to distribute it to his people. Means a good king is the one who can connect with every single individual. All of his subjects should feel, my king knows me. This portion, all Ayodhyavasis had said when Dashrath Maharaj announced Bhagwan Rama is going to become the Yuvaraja. Everybody was so happy that Dashrath Maharaj felt he has done some mistake, that people want him to go away and want Bhagwan Rama to come. And he asks them, did I do anything wrong? Did I not take care of all of you well? And they say, Maharaj, it is nothing about you, but it is more about Bhagwan Rama. His kingship is such that he made us something great. That is his quality of a good leader. Bhagwan Rama says, just like in this tiny little mind, thousands of desires are hidden. Like that in this tiny little teaching, lot of depth and profundity is hidden inside. Then we saw the beautiful portion of the Padukas. Prabhu kari krupa pavari dinhi sadara bharata sisadhari linhi. Bhagwan was hesitant to give in front of Gurujana. His teachers were there, but still he understood the love of Bharatji and gave him the Padukas. Goswamiji gave the symbolic meaning, which is also very nice. He said the two Padukas represent two guards who are guarding Bharatji's prana. Or they represent two treasure boxes where Bharatji's love is kept. Or they are like Ra and Ma, the two letters of the name Rama, doing whose chanting we can cross over samsara. Or he said they are like the two doors to protect the legacy of Raghukula. The two Padukas, they are like the two doors. If you open the door, you will find the greatness of Raghukula. Or they are like the two hands to do good actions, Satkarma. They are like two eyes which show us what is Sadharma, what is the right thing to do. Main point is, they were not ordinary Padukas. They were something in which Bharatji anchored his mind. Previously, Goswamiji had said, without finding a support, his mind was getting restless. Now that mind found the support of Padukas. Later on, Goswamiji will say, Bharatji never sat on the throne, he kept these Padukas on the throne. It was a very deep reminder that everything belongs to the Lord. Now these next dohas are farewell dohas. They are now getting ready to leave after 316. सो कुचाली सब कह भैनी की अवधि आस समजीवन जी की न तरु लखन सिय राम वियोगा हरि मरत सब लोग कुरोगा राम कृपा अवरे वसुधारी विबुध धारी भई गुण दगुहारी बेटत भुज भरी भाई भरत सो राम प्रेम रसु कहि न परत सो तन मन बचन उमगय अनुराग धीर धुरंधर धीरज त्याग बारि जलोचन मोचन बारी लेखि दसासुर सभा दुखारी मुनिगण घुर घुर धीर जनक से ज्ञान अनल मन कसे कनक से जे बिरंचि निरलेप उपाये पदुम पत्र जिमि जग जल जाये तेउ बिलोकि रघुबर भरत प्रीति अनूप अपार भये मगन मन तन बचन सहित विराग विचार सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. It's very interesting. While all this was going on, the Padukas, they were so emotional. It was such an emotional moment, Bhagwan giving the Padukas. But here Indra Bhagwan, he increased the restlessness in people. He had already spread his Maya, and that restlessness he increased. Now suddenly they started feeling we should go back. Goswamiji says that restlessness that the Devatas increased for all Ayodhya-vasis, that turned out to be good for them. So kuchali sab kah bhai niki avadhi aas sama jivana ji ki. Just like people had this hope that in 14 years Bhagwan will come back, that was the only reason why they were alive. Like that, at this moment of separation, the restlessness became like the Sanjeevani. If that was not there, what would have happened? Nataru lakhanasiya Rama biyoga. Hahari marata sabaloka kuroga. Without this restlessness, all would have given up their bodies right then and there. If they had separated from Bhagwan with that much of devotion and love. So this restlessness brought down that sorrow of separation. It worked out well in the end. Rama Krupa avareva sudhari. Bhagwan's grace made sure that everything is taken care very well. This is how he wanted. Only if Bhagwan wants, Devatas can do something. So Devatas were able to bring that restlessness because they had Bhagwan's permission. Vibhuda dhari bhai gunada guhari. The army of Devatas turned up to be givers of lot of goodness and protectors of the people of Ayodhya. Because they put that restlessness at the right time, and that saved them from sorrow of separation. Bhetata bhujabari bhai bharataso. Bhagwan is meeting Bharatji, embracing him, and this love between them, divine love, Goswamiji says is very difficult to describe. Bhagwan, who is generally very measured, never gets emotional, never shows emotions. That Bhagwan, there was a gush of love towards Bharatji in his body, Tana, in his mind and in his speech. Tana mana bachana umaga anuraga. There was so much of love coming for Bharatji. Dhira dhurandhara dhira jutyaga. Bhagwan let go of all his firmness and disciplines, whatever he is known for. Today none of that was seen. Bharija lochana mochata bari. Bhagwan's eyes, which are like lotus, from that there were tears for Bharatji. Deki dasasura sabha dukhari. All devatas, they started feeling sorrowful looking at Bhagwan's condition. They thought Bharatji loved Bhagwan, but now they are realizing Bhagwan loved Bharatji even more. Munigana gura dhura dhira janakase. Who all are standing there? All the Rishi Munis are there. Vasishtha Maharshi, who is their guru, he is there. Janak Maharaj is there. Who are these people? Very nice introduction is given. Jnana analamana kase kana kase. They are those whose mind has been ripened in the fire of knowledge. Brahma Agni, in that their mind has been made to shine, means they never take themselves to be anything other than Brahman. Knowledge of the truth has gotten so deep rooted in them, just like gold shines when it is put in fire. Their mind is shining with this knowledge of the truth, having put in knowledge of fire, fire of knowledge. In that they have put this mind. They are the great rishis. How has Brahmaji created them? Right from birth, they were dispassionate. Je biranchi nirlepa upaye. All these Rishi Munis, Vasishtha Maharshi and Janak Maharaj, they never got attached to the world to begin with. Somebody like Shukdevji Maharaj, who starts walking right the moment he is born, walks away from his home. So these were perfected beings looking at this divine love between Bharatji and Bhagwan Rama. What happened to them? Paduma Patra Jimi Jagajala Jaye. Those people who are living in this world, like the water on the lotus leaf, untouched. Teu Biloki Raghubara Bharata Preeti Anupa Apara. Looking at this divine love between Bharatji and Bhagwan Rama, they also got immersed in that love and went into samadhi. Bhaye magana mana tana bachana sahita biraga bichara. Along with vairagya, along with viveka, their mind was transported into this divine love. There are different ways to look at this. One is, we start our journey as a sadhaka and we are told, discern between things. Discern between right and wrong, discern between do's and don'ts, and discern between real and unreal. That is called as viveka. And to have dispassion towards the wrong thing. Dispassion towards don'ts, dispassion towards what is wrong, dispassion towards unreal. That is called as vairagya. Goswamiji is saying here, the culmination of both of this should be in divine love for Bhagavan. Here we have to understand this carefully. One stage of sadhana is to stay away from the world. And having stayed away, when he has no more desires remaining, there is no fear of the world anymore. Because he has understood the nature of truth and understood the falsity of the world. Because he sees only God. There is only Bhagavan, no Atma and Anatma. There is only self. There is nothing called as not self. There this state, this culmination is mentioned, where Vairagya and Viveka, they culminate into divine love. So many saints, they have composed with this same bhavana. They say, whom should I love, whom should I hate? What should I describe, what should I not describe? What should I bring closer, what should I keep far? Because I see only God. Sadashiv Brahmendraji, he has one composition. Sarvam Brahmamayam. Kim Pataniyam, Kim Apataniyam. What I should read, what I should not read. That distinction between two things in the form of duality, that is erased. So that was the state of all these Rishi Munis. That divine love made them transcend the boundary of Viveka and Vairagya. Not transgress, transcend. Whatever Viveka and Vairagya had to do, that it has done. And our Upanishads don't want us to always remain at the level of duality. Means after we know that the snake is an appearance, if I am still thinking that the snake will harm and keeping away from it, they say that is also not we want. Not what we want. What we want is Rajju Darshanam. We want only the vision of the rope. In that, everything about the snake should disappear. Viveka about the snake, Vairagya from the snake, everything has to go. So Viveka and Vairagya is practiced towards Anatma only. And here it is said, a stage should come when that Anatma dissolves into Atma. That is one way. Different Mahatmas, they have explained this point. Now Goswamiji says, this Viyoga, separation, what is there, he says it is not appropriate to describe too much. Jaha Janaka Gura Gatimati Bhori. In a condition where Janak Maharaj and all other rishis, their mind is not able to fathom the love between Bharatji and Bhagwan Rama. Prakruta Preeti Kahata Badi Khori. If I try to describe it, that will not be the right thing. बरनत रघुबर भरत बियोगु, सुनि कठोर कभी जान ही लोगु. If I describe this, people will think I am a very stone-hearted person. Just describing it, whatever is happening there. This hesitancy in expressing, he says, that is also one kind of rasa. When you have theater play, there are different types of emotions. If a person is angry, that is one emotion. Person is expressing beauty, that is one emotion. Like that, there is one emotion of hesitancy. Sankocha rasa. So sakocha raso akata subhani. That hesitancy which is there in me, he says it is indescribable. Samau sanehu sumiri sakuchani. Just remembering the divine love between both of them, Bhagwan Rama and Bharatji, even eloquence got dissolved into hesitancy. It's all emotions, he is giving them life. He says this hesitancy to describe, it dissolved into, this eloquence to describe, dissolved into hesitancy. Then Bharatji, he met, Bhagwan Rama met Bharatji. He also met Shatrugnaji and explained whatever had to be explained. They're going to meet again, but still, now he is getting ready to leave. Sevaka Sachiva Bharata Rukhapai, Nija Nija Kaja Lage Sabajai. Bharatji gave instructions to all Sevakas who were there. Ministers, all of them got ready to pack, listening to Bharatji's instruction. Suni Daruna Dukhu Duhu Samaja. Listening to this, that everybody is getting ready to pack, Ayodhyavasi Samaja, Mithilavasi Samaja, both of them are feeling lot of sorrow. Lage Chalana Ke Sajana Saja. That all of them are getting ready to leave. Just hearing this, people are starting to feel sad. But this sadness is not felt as much because of that restlessness which was there in them. Prabhupada Paduma Bandido Bhai. Again, both of them, Bharatji and Shatrugnaji, came and bowed down to the lotus feet of Bhagwan. Whatever ajna he had given, whatever command, instruction he had given, that they took it on their head, along with the padukas, and got ready to leave. While going, now they are doing pranams to several people. First group they do pranams is the Rishi Munis who are there. Then the ascetics who are there. Vana Devata, who hosted them for these many days, they do pranams. Saying this, all of them get ready to leave. Finally, Bharatji, Shatrugnaji, they do pranams to Lakshmanji. Lakhana bheti pranamu kari, siradhari siya pada dhuri. For Sitaji, they take dust of her feet and then put it on their head. Sitaji's blessings are infallible. Divine Mother, her blessings, if somebody gets it, this is what we need. 14 years with those blessings we will live. Chali saprema asisa suni sakala sumangala muri. They say this dust of our feet will bring all auspiciousness to us. Next again, few pranams are there. Sanuja Raman Rupahi Siranai, Kinhi Bahuta Vidhi Binaya Badai, Devadaya Bas Bada Dukha Pai, Sahita Samaj Kananahi Ayav Purapagudhariya Deya Sisa, Kinha Dhira Dhari Gavanu Mahisa, Muni Mahi Deva Sadhu Sanamane, Bida kiye Hari Har Samajane, Sasu Sameep gaye do bhai, Phire bandi pad aasish pai, Kausik Bam Deva Jabali, Purajan Parijan Sachiva Suchali, जथा जोग करि विनय प्रणाम, विदा किए सब सानुज राम। नारी पुरुष लघु मध्य बड़ेरे, सब सन्मानि कृपा निधि फेरे। भरत मातु पद बंदी प्रभु, सुचि सनेह मिलि भेटी। विदा कीन्ह सजि पाल की, सकुच सोच सब मेटि। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। सानुज राम नृपहि सिरनाई. Along with Lakshman ji, Bhagwan Rama goes and bows down to Janak Maharaj. Keena bahut bidi binay badai. With lot of humility, he speaks to Janak Maharaj. Deva daya basa bada dukh payo. O Maharaj, because of your compassion, you underwent lot of sorrow. You need not have come here, but still you chose to come and went through so much of difficulty. Sahita Samaja Kana nahi ayo. Along with all your people, you came to this forest. Pura pagu dharya deya asisa. Now I think it is time to return, but after giving us lot of blessings. Bhagwan Rama's speech also is so precise. He doesn't say it's time to return. Pura pagu dharya deya asisa. Having given your blessings, then please don't go through this sorrow. Keenha dhira dhare gavanu mahisa. Holding on to lot of courage in his heart, Janak Maharaj is getting ready to leave. Muni Mahideva Sadhu Sanamani. All Rishi Munis who are there from Janak Maharaj's side. Bhagwan gives them lot of respect. Whatever is to be given, appropriately he gives to everybody. Now this emotion, last line is very important. Bidha kiye hari hara samajane. And he sent them off by looking upon them as though they were Bhagwan Vishnu and Bhagwan Shiva. Means in all these people, Bhagwan Rama sees Bhagwan Vishnu, Bhagwan Rama sees Bhagwan Shiva. Means looking upon them as God, he bid farewell to all of them. This is a very beautiful Upasana Siddhanta. Now we might say, how are we supposed to practice this? To look upon every person as God. Means if we look closely, we will say, we find so many things which are ungodly. So the point here is, it doesn't matter how the other person is. Upasana Siddhanta is, what is my vision? Whatever is the other person, if a sadhaka has this mindset, that in every person, one has to see Bhagavan, look upon them as Bhagavan. Swami Akhandananji writes, this is Hridaya Nirmana Sutra. This is the secret of unfolding the heart. Hridaya Nirmana Sutra means how is a sadhaka born? How will he come to see Brahman in this whole universe? How will he come to see this whole universe as Brahman? He will have to start by seeing first people as God. Only when he has some divinity, vision of divinity in Chetan Vastu, those who are living and talking, there if he can see the touch of God, then he can see Bhagwan in creation. Jivanam Sarva Bhuteshu. One of the Vibhuti in 7th chapter, Bhagwan says, I am the life in all beings. In all beings, he says. He doesn't say only few beings. So that is the sadhana, where this sadhaka tries to look upon every person as Bhagavan. And most importantly, there where it is difficult, that is upasana that he is doing. Our Upanishad said, if it is difficult in everybody, at least start with few people. That is why the Upanishad mantra comes, Matru Devo Bhava. Look upon mother as God. Pitru Devo Bhava. Look upon father as God. Atiti, if they come, look upon them as God. Look upon Guru as God. Acharya Devo Bhava. But that is the starting point. It is not only 4 people we have to see, but every being, if one is able to see, that is real sadhana. Sasu Samipa Gaye Do Bhai. Sasu Samipa means they go to Sunaina ji, wife of Janak Maharaj, Sita ji's mother. And they do pranams to her because she also was a very knowledgeable person. She is the one who convinced Kausalya ji actually. When they met before, Sunaina ji convinces Kausalya ji that Yajnavalkya ji has told me in 14 years Bhagavan is going to come back. Everything will be fine. Don't lament too much over what has happened. So Bhagavan Rama goes to her to express his gratitude, does pranams to her. Then there are a few important Rishi Munis. First one is Vishwamitra Rishi. He is also there. They do pranams to him. Interestingly, he has not spoken in the whole episode. Vishwamitra Rishi, he is also there, but he has not spoken anything. Rishi Vamadeva is there. Was realized right in mother's womb. The one who said, I am Brahman, the moment he is born. He was born, that is Rishi Vamadeva. Next Rishi is very interesting Rishi, Jabali. It is said when Dashrath Maharaj gave those 2 boons to Kaikeyi and Bhagwan Rama heard that he is supposed to go to the forest, he happily accepted and went. Nobody protested except Rishi Jabali. It is said he refutes every point that Bhagwan Rama made. Why he is supposed to go? His standpoint is Charvak Darshan. Rishi Jabali, he is coming from materialist point of view. Valmiki Ramayana has a long description of his speech, what Rishi Jabali says. And Bhagwan Rama gets very upset at whatever he is saying because father is there and he is giving totally different point of view, materialist point of view. Then Vasishtha Maharshi says, this is also part of divine play. He is also a knowledgeable person. He is doing this so that he can test your fortitude. Some jnanis give teaching in that way. So that Rishi is also there and Bhagwan does pranams to him. And his own family people are there, citizens are there. All of them have good conduct, good-hearted people. Bhagwan is doing pranams to appropriate people and bidding farewell to everybody. Jatha Joga Kari Binaya Pranama. If they are younger to him, he would give love. If they are revered to him, he would give his offering of pranama. Bida kiye sabha sanujarama. Along with lot of love, he sent everybody away. Nari Purusha Lagu Madhya Badere, Sabha Sanamani Krupanidhi Pere. With appropriate respect, he sent all of them. Bharata Matu Pada Bandi Prabhu. Now, all mothers were there. Bharatji's mother, who is Kaikeyi, Bhagwan goes and meets her specially. Suchi Saneha Mili Bheti. With lot of love, he meets Kaikeyi. And Kaikeyi also has not spoken a word in this whole episode, right from the time they started from Ayodhya, reached Chitrakoot. And Bhagwan goes in such a way, he is making sure it's not just a formality. Sometimes we might want to meet because it's a formality. Bhagavan doesn't do that, goes with lot of love. Bida kina saji palaki, sakucha socha sabameti, makes her sit in the palanquin and removes any guilt that was lingering in her heart. This point we had seen earlier also. The first time Bhagavan met Kaikeyi and the last time he meets Kaikeyi in Chitrakoot. His goal is only one. Not only he has forgiven her, but he is trying to remove the guilt in her by making her appreciate that all of this was my will. If I had not come here, so much work is supposed to be done. That would not have gotten done. It is not your fault. This is considered to be an exalted version of forgiveness. Not only we forgive the other person, but we go to the extent of removing the guilt, if at all it is there in the other person. When I was discussing this quality in one of the camp, I was sharing one example that there are different types of people. One category is those who can forgive but they cannot forget. They forgive but they cannot forget. Second category is they forgive and forget. Exalted category. And third is neither they can forgive nor they can forget. One boy raised his hand. He said there is a fourth category. You have not forgiven, but it has been so long that you forgot. So many things are happening. Something happened, but then you forgot. Unless somebody reminds you, you remember. Oh, this person did that thing to me at that point. But Bhagavan Rama, that is his nature, ability to forgive along with removing guilt in the other person. Now Sita ji, her father is getting ready to leave back. So she goes and meets father, Janak Maharaj, meets her mother. And Goswamiji says this Viyoga Prema that is there. Love is being expressed, but it is coming because of separation. He says, my mind is not very keen on describing that. From both sides, from in-laws side and from her own parents' side, Sita ji receives lot of blessings and lot of teaching. How to live in this forest with husband, how to be happy in this forest, all of that she is being taught. And the blessing she receives is Savitri Bhava. May you stay with your husband like Sati Savitri. That is a blessing she receives. And lot of love from both sides. Now Bhagwan, he calls the palanquin for his mothers and gives them lot of assurance and himself escorts the mothers into the palanquin. All three of them are there. And Bhagavan makes sure that he is showering equal love on all the mothers. Not more on Kausalya ji and less on Kaikeyi. Bharat ji, Janak ji, all of them get ready with their armies. Different horses are there, elephants are there. Just to mobilize the army to head back, that also is a big project. All of them are getting ready to leave. Keeping Bhagavan in their heart, they start heading back. Hrudaya Ramusya Lakhana Sameta Chale Jahi Saba Loka Acheta. They are heading back and they are almost unconscious. They don't know where is the road, whether they are walking or not. While they were heading towards Bhagavan, there was so much of enthusiasm. But now on their way back, everybody is sad. All the animals which are there in the retinue, they are also dragging themselves. Goswamiji had written one beautiful metaphor. When Sumantra ji dropped Bhagwan and he was getting ready to turn back, even the horse, after going a little bit forward, it was again and again looking behind and jumping, wanting to go back. That was the power of the sight of the Lord, that whoever saw him did not want to leave him. Now all of them are dragging themselves. Then, having bowed down to Vasishtha Maharshi, Arundhati ji, Bhagwan, Lakshman ji and Sita ji, all of them come back to the Parnakuti, the hut which was made of leaves. Now this portion is very nice. Means it just shows how much love Bhagwan had for Bharatji. He is missing him now. Bhagwan has come back to his hut. Nishadraj was still there. He bids him farewell, and all other tribal people who are there. Bhagwan bids them farewell also. And one by one they do pranams, get ready to leave. Now the three of them are sitting under the banyan tree. There is a nice parapet that Sita ji herself had made. Prabhu siya lakhana baiti bata chahi, priya parijana biyoga bilakhahi. Suddenly if the house becomes empty, it takes a few days to get adjusted. So until these many days, Chitrakoot was bustling with people from Ayodhya. All great Rishi Munis were there, mothers were there, Mithilavasis joined. And suddenly everybody has gone. Just the three of them now. Bhagwan, Rama, Sita ji and Lakshman ji. Now Bhagwan is talking about the greatness of Bharatji's love. Bharata Saneha Subahu Subani. His nature, his speech, all of them Bhagwan is describing. Priya Anujasana Kahata Bakhani. To Sita ji and Lakshman ji, Bhagwan is pointing out, did you notice this? Did you notice that? Which Bharatji did. Priti Pratiti Bachana Mana Karani. Bharatji's behavior, his love, his speech, his thought. Shrimukha Rama Prema Basa Bharani. With lot of love, Bhagwan is elaborating and speaking about it. Particularly, it is not considered good to praise somebody when they are there. So Bhagwan was very mindful. But now Bharatji is such a great person. As a devotee, Bhagwan is praising Bharatji to Sita ji and Lakshman ji. Tehi avasara khaga mruga jala meena. Listening to this description of Bharatji through Bhagwan Rama's mouth, all the animals which were there, birds which were there, the stone, all of them start feeling sad. They thought Bharatji is missing Bhagwan Rama, but now they realize how much Bhagwan Rama is missing Bharatji. Bibida biloki dasa raghubaraki. All devatas, Bibida means, Bibuda means devatas, looking at the condition of Bhagwan, all of them come and they shower flower petals. Bhagwan looks up. Who is this showering flower petal? As soon as they look up, Bhagwan looks up. Barashi sumana kahi gati ghara ghara ki. Right when Bhagwan looks up, they start telling him their problems. Indra says Ravana came and did this. Agni Devata says something else. Varun Devata says something else. See, Goswamiji doesn't like Devatas. Huh? He says whenever they come with their problems. Keep bothering Bhagwan. He is sad. On top of that, you are telling your problem to Bhagwan. But another positive way to look at it is, they wanted to take Bhagwan's mind away from that sorrow. That all Ayodhyavasis have left, Mithilavasis have left. Bhagwan should not feel lonely. So distract his mind a little bit. Then Bhagwan says, Prabhu pranama kari dini bharosa. Bhagwan said, I remember why I have come. All project is going as planned. So that was again a reminder that Bhagwan, there is more work to be done. Chale mudita mana darana kharoso. All devatas left with no fear in their heart. Bhagwan's assurance is there. What is there to fear? Sanuja siya sameta prabhu rajata parana kutira. This is a nice chaupa, Doha. how did Bhagwan shine in that Parnakuti hut made of leaves? Just like Bhagati Jnana Vairagya Janu Sohata Dhare Sarira. It was as though devotion, knowledge, and dispassion, they have taken a physical form and they are living in this Parnakuti. Devotion taking physical form is Sita ji. Knowledge taking physical form is Bhagwan Rama. Dispassion taking a physical form is Lakshman ji. So Bhagwan Rama walks in front, then Sita ji, then Lakshman ji. The one who is going to lead us to Bhagwan is Bhakti. One who is going to help us reach the truth is devotion. One who is going to protect knowledge and devotion, one who is going to make sure that both of them come in our life is Vairagya. So all three of them, they are living in this Parnakutir. Now what is the condition of them, those who have started Ayodhyavasis? That is said in the next Doha. Muni Mahi Sura Gura Bharata Bhuvalu Ram Birah Sabu Saju Bihalu Prabhu Guna Grama Ganat Man Mahi Sab Chupa Chap Chale Mag Jahi Jamuna Utari Par Sabu Bhayo Soba Saru Binu Bhojan Gayo Utari Deva Sari Dusar Basu Ram Sakha Sab Kina Supasu Sai Utari Gomati Nahaye Chauthe Divas Avadhpura Aaye Jankur Rahe Pura Basar Chari Raj Kaj Sab Saj Samhari Saupi Sachiva Gura Bharat Hi Raju Terahuti Chale Saj Sabu Saju Nagar Nari Nar Gura Sikhamani Base Sukhe Naram Rajdhani Ram Daras Lagi Log Sab Karatani Upavas Taji Taji Bhushan Bhoga Sukha Jiyat Avadhi Ki Aas Siyavar Ramachandra Ki Jai Pavan Sutta Hanuman Ki Jai Umapati Mahadev Ki Jai Bolo Bhai Sab Santan Ki Jai Shri Satgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. All the Rishimunis, Brahmanas, Vasishtha Maharshi, Janak Maharaj, Bharatji, they are all going together. But on their way, they are feeling lot of sorrow because of separation from Bhagwan Rama. Prabhu Guna Grama Ganata Mana Mahi. Bhagwan's nature, his qualities, all of them, they are reminiscing in their thoughts. And nobody is talking. Sab chupa chapa chale maga jahi. All of them are quiet. Everybody is coming back. Now while going, Goswamiji gave a long description. What all things happened, how they met different people to go from Ayodhya to Chitrakoot. They meet Nishad Raj, they meet Bharadwaj Rishi, they go and visit all the places. So almost 40-50 dohas just to go from Ayodhya to Chitrakoot. Now on their way back, only one doha. In this one doha, they reach back to Ayodhya because everybody is so much in sorrow. Jamuna Utari Par Sabu Bhayavu. First they cross Jamuna ji. So Basaru Binu Bhojana Gayavu. That whole day went without taking any food. Nobody was in a mood to eat. Utari Devasari Dusara Basu. Second day they crossed over Gangaji. Rama Sakha Saba Kinha Supasu. They reached Shrungaberpur, where Nishad Raj already had made all arrangements for them. Sai Utari Gomati Nahaye. Then came the river Sai. After that came Gomati river. They took a bath there. Chauthe Divasa Avadhapura Aaye. Fourth day, they reached Ayodhya. See how quickly they came back. Januko rahe pura basarachari. Janak Maharaj stayed in Ayodhya for 4 days. Raj Kaj Sab Sanj Samhari. With lot of care, he made sure that everything, all details are taken care of. Means he is such a noble king. He did not have to stay and take care of administrative matters. But he made sure that the transition of power happens seamlessly and Bharatji understands what all things have to be done as far as administration is concerned. Saupi Sachiva Gura Bharatahi Raju. He gave the kingdom of Ayodhya in the hands of Vasishtha Maharshi and Bharatji, because he had heard what Bhagwan Rama had told Bharatji, that this Ayodhya will be taken care by the grace of the dust of the feet of Vasishtha Maharshi. He says, you don't have to worry about too many things, just be obedient. Whatever Vasishtha Maharshi says, just do that. Don't think about yourself as a king at all. You are the caretaker of that kingdom. After 14 years I will come. Until 14 years, Vasishtha Maharshi is the king. So Janak Maharaj gives that kingdom in the hands of Vasishtha Maharshi and Bharatji. This reminds me of one story in Shivaji Maharaj's life. One day Shivaji Maharaj from his palace, he is looking out and he sees his Guru Samartha Ramdas Ji asking for bhiksha. And he says, I am Chakravarti Samrat, such a great king. How does it befit for my Guru to ask bhiksha from door to door? So he calls his Guru, and he goes to his Guru and he says, Samartha Ramdas Ji, I don't like you going from home to home for bhiksha. So I have made up my mind, I have decided that this kingdom I am going to give you. You will become the king. Do whatever you think is fit for that kingdom, but don't go asking for bhiksha from one place to another. Samartha Ramdas Ji says, so be it. Whatever is your ichha, so be it. I will become the king. Right after that he says, now I give this kingdom back to you. Rule this kingdom as something that you have received from me, and you are just the caretaker of this kingdom. Don't have this notion that you are the king of this kingdom. These are simple ways of instilling Karma Yoga Buddhi. Whenever we feel we are in charge, that is when it brings all the limitations of karma. It brings all the things which are not good with karma. Kruti Mahodadau Patana Karanam. It's a huge ocean where anybody can drown. What to talk about other things of stress, anxiety. The best mindset is the one who is in charge is God. And the one who is doing things, he says, that is Sevaka of the Lord. So all these Mahatmas, they had a very unique way of teaching their disciples. So here, kingdom is given in the hands of Vasishtha Maharshi and Bharatji. Base Sukhena Rama Rajadhani. And he does it in such a way, Janak Maharaj, that everybody settles down happily. Ayodhya-vasis don't feel that they are in a new kingdom. Whenever transition of power happens, that is something very crucial. Rama darasa lagi loga sabha karata nema upabasa. For Bhagwan Rama's darshan, after 14 years, all Ayodhya-vasis, they start taking up some spiritual disciplines. They start doing fasting. Means nobody is in a mood to enjoy. That is the beauty of devotion. The rasa which is gained through sadhana, becomes more overpowering than Vishaya Rasa. That is what this love for God has done to them. Taji taji bhushana bhoga sukha. People are not interested in wearing ornaments, decorating themselves. And the joy coming from bhoga, they are not interested. Jiyat avadhi ki asa. They are living only on the support of 14 years. Means after that, Bhagwan will come. That is their anchor. Now maybe one more session, we will conclude AyodhyaKandh. And that last portion is, how did Bharatji live in Ayodhya? What did he do after going back? Aganita gunagana bhushan Rama, Ashrita vatsala jaya jaya Rama, Ayodhyavasi Sita Rama, Apad bandhava jaya jaya Rama, Dasharathanandana Shri Rama, Dashamukha Mardana jaya jaya Rama, Kausalya Sukhavardhana Rama, Kamita Phalada jaya jaya Rama, Papa Vimochana Shri Rama, Pattabhirama jaya jaya Rama, Janaki Vallabha Sita Rama, Jaya Raghurama jaya Sita Rama, Vanara Sevita Shri Rama, Varidhi Bandhana jaya jaya Rama, Hanumat Pujita Sita Rama, Shri Ram jaya jaya Rama, Raghupati Raghava Raja Rama, Patita Pavana Sita Rama, Shri Ram jaya jaya Rama, Shri Ram jaya jaya Rama, Syavara Ramachandra ki jai, Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai.